Well, hello everybody, gonna do a little shooting today, bring you guys along. The Henery lever action 22 rifle. This guy is growing on me for sure. Hopefully you guys have seen my first video on this. Tell you the quick backstory. When Henery first come out, how many years ago was that? 20 plus years ago. My dad was so excited to buy a 22 lever action, he ran right out and bought one. This guy right here. He ran about 20 rounds through it, and about every third one, it was a failure to extract. He got so frustrated with it, he just sent it back of the gun cabinet and never looked at it again. Had lots of other 22 rifles, so it just, I mean, he was upset about it, but anyway, so a year or two before he passed, I ended up with this gun, and I says, Dad, you okay if I send it back to the factory? Let's give him a chance to make it right. And he goes, heck, I don't care what you do with it. Sent it back. Customer service with Henery was awesome. Fantastic. They sent in the notes when they sent the gun back that it had a broken extractor. So I don't know if I've had a failure since I've got it back. I don't know. I'm getting some love for this gun. So anyway, my first video I did, you know, we went through, all of our shooting friends here went through this phase of no 22 ammo available. Well, when it starts coming available, you just buy it, right? And that's the phase I went through myself. And I bought whatever was available. I got so many doggone mismatch, this, that, whatever, other 22 ammo. Anyway, so now that it's available, I've kind of settled on two of my favorite 22 ammo, which I've never shot in this gun. So I'll show you what we're shooting today. Remington golden bullets. 5 years ago, I would have told you these were not worth buying. My good friend Adam over to Hootie Hoo, I'm sure all you guys seen his channel. Him and I have fostered a friendship, and we talked about it. You know, he's sponsored by Remington, but that guy's a straight shooter. If the Remington ammo was junk, he would tell you it's junk. But he was telling me that this ammo has really stepped up its quality. So I started buying some, and I'll tell you, this is one of my new favorite 22 ammo. I've got several guns that really, really like this. So I hadn't shot it in the Henery. So I thought, well, this would be a good day to check it out. Another one of my favorite ammo is this Winchester Super X 40 grain. I've got one of those Savage semi-auto, and that gun loves this, and the skunks hate it. I dispatched 10 skunks with this ammo in that Savage 22 last summer. I got invaded by the doggone skunks. What's interesting to me about this, you know, we all say that the Stingers is the premium small game 22. Well, I've done a lot of testing on Stingers, and I've kind of lost faith in Stingers. And whether this ammo really opens up or not, I don't know, but if you guys can see it, that's got a heck of a hollow point on it. There again, my experience in the field, if I'm gonna go dispatch small game, this is the ammo I'm taking. This ammo is quite a bit more expensive than the Remington. I think these guys in my local Walmart right now are $37 for the 550. These guys I think are, shoot, 29, something like that for the 220 packs. Or yeah, what are these, 222s? So these are definitely more cost effective. Accuracy wise, I got several guns that this is the ammo they prefer. So anyway, wanted to try it with this, or with this Henery. I was gonna see if this has an advertised velocity. Yes, 36 grain bullet at 1280 feet per second is what they're advertising. This one's a 40 grain bullet at 1280. This ammo feels a little stouter. When I've spent quite a bit of time with this one. When the 22 ammo craze kind of started going away, this was one of the first things that come locally for me that was available. So I started buying it and had good luck with it. But I mean, if I'm going to stockpile a bunch of ammo for plinking, this is kind of what I've been going to. I kind of want to get away from that other stuff. I got auto match, and oh my goodness, I got every kind of 22 ammo a guy can imagine, and I kind of like to settle on these two. You know, this guy for plinking, this guy if I'm truly going to go after some small game. But I wanted to see how it shoots in this Henery. So I'll quit yapping. We'll do some shooting. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please take a minute and do so. I've had some ups and downs with the channel. I can't explain it. I wish I could figure out the YouTube and the YouTube audience. Please leave some comments if you have any ideas to help with the channel. But I had a couple months ago, I had a great month, and then I've had some terrible months. So I don't know. If you're watching, you haven't subscribed, please take a minute and do so. I'd appreciate it. So anyway, let's get to shooting. I got 2 targets set up at 50 yards. We'll see what we can do. My first 3 shots will be with the Remington ammo, and then the next 3 will be with the Winchester, and then we'll walk up and look at the target. All right, let's walk up and have a look. I'll tell you, the more I spend time with that gun, the more I have affection for it. That's a sweet little rig, man. All right, well, I am pretty okay with what we got going here. So there's 1, 2, 3. That's the Remingtons. If you guys see the tape measure there, we are slightly over 2 inches. So here's the Winchesters, 2 on top of each other. 1 over here, slightly under 2 inches. Yeah, we'll go ahead and mark those. Point of impact, these guys seem to be just a tiny bit to the right. These are pretty okay, maybe even, you know, slightly to the right also, but heck, I'd say you can shoot those 2 interchangeably. All right, well, I would say to have a 2-inch group at 3 shots at 50 yards with open sight 22 is a very reasonable expectation. I'm going to shoot 3 more, make sure that wasn't a mistake. I have that once in a while, but you know, I'll tell you, I'm pleased, honestly, that both of those ammos can be shot interchangeably. And just kind of for me, I'm gonna stockpile both of those ammo and say, okay, if I'm gonna go do some small game work, I'll grab the Winchesters. If I'm just gonna go do some blinking, well, my world today, if I'm gonna go do some blinking, I'm gonna find that oddball stuff. I got, like I say, all kinds of different, every name brand and every make and model of 22 shell there is, it feels like. But anyway, this is, I feel like it's gonna be a great place to settle on two types of ammo, you know, and each of them with a purpose of dispatching small game if you need it with the Winchester, and plinking with the Remington because of the cost difference. So anyway, we're gonna shoot 3 more shots. Okay, let's go look at the target. I'll tell you what, guys, I don't know if you can beat the fun factor of spending a beautiful sunny January afternoon at the shooting range with the 22 rifle. So anyway, let's go check the target. All right, I don't know if I did quite as good. So here's 3 shots with the Remington, and the gun is shooting slightly to the right. Maybe one of these days I ought to try to get that fine tuned. But you guys see, that's about a 2.5 inch of those 3 shots. So not quite as good. Still, I mean, the gun's pretty consistent. You know, got all 6 of them right there. You know, the whole 6 is under 3 inches. So I'm okay with that for sure. The Winchester's a little bit interesting. I had a flyer here, no question about it. It's, you know, shoot, it's 2 or 3 inches higher, but look at the other 2. So I had, essentially, I got 4 out of the 6 under 1 inch. So it likes that Winchester ammo. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Like I say, I'm gonna call that the loose nut behind the trigger for sure. Yeah, I'm happy with the way the gun's shooting. Well, all right, I think we're done shooting for today on this this Henery 22. I'll tell you what, there was a time in my life I would have not recommended this gun, but it's changed. And I think Henery's quality overall has gotten much better over the last few years. Customer service is actually fantastic. I've got some, you know, extended friends in my circle of shooters that have interacted with their customer service. I'd like to say I wish their quality control was better, because there's been some things that have gotten past their quality control, but Henery is certainly very good about taking care of any issue. So the Henery H001, if you're thinking about buying it, I'd highly recommend it. Thanks for watching.